Good morning, students. So today we are going to start with the osteology of the thorax. The first bone which we are going to discuss today is the sternum. So this is sternum. The sternum lies in the anterior wall of the thorax in the midline. We all know. Now you can see it is elongated vertically. अभी किस कैटेगरी की बोन है? It is a flat bone. It has an anterior surface and a posterior surface. This single bone is divided into three parts. This is manubrium, this is body, and this is xiphoid process. This manubrium joins the body at the manubriosternal joint. The body joins the xiphoid process at the xiphisternal joint. We are discussing the manubrium. This is manubrium. Manubrium is quadrilateral in shape. It is the thickest and strongest part of the sternum. It has two surfaces. One is anterior surface and posterior surface, and has four borders: superior border, inferior border, and two lateral borders. This is manubrium. It has anterior surface, posterior surface, and four borders: superior border, inferior border, and two lateral borders. Now we can see this anterior surface is convex from side to side. You can see it is convex from side to side, and it is concave above downwards, and it is concave above downwards. Now posterior surface is concave. ठीक है. Next we come to the borders. First border is the superior border. Superior border, you can see it is thick and rounded, and it is also concave. This concavity is known as jugular notch, interclavicular notch, or suprasternal notch. This clavicule, now you can see these are the clavicular notches. Now these are the clavicular notches. These clavicular notches, they will articulate with the clavicle to form sternoclavicular joint. So this was the superior border. In the center there is suprasternal notch, and on the sides there is clavicular notch. Clavicular notch will articulate with the clavicle. Now this is the inferior border. Inferior border forms the secondary cartilaginous joint with the body of the sternum. Now this manubrium makes a slight angle with the body. This is known as sternal angle or the angle of the Lewis. Now next we come to the lateral border. The lateral border forms the primary cartilaginous joint. You can see this is first cartilaginous joint. So first costal cartilage. So the lateral border forms the primary cartilaginous joint, and here there is a demifacet for the second costal cartilage. Demifacet means half is present on the body. This is half and this is half. So in the manubrium lateral border, one we have for the first costal cartilage, and say for the second costal cartilage there is present demifacet on manubrium and demifacet on the body of the sternum. Now the attachments on the manubrium. This is the anterior surface and this was the posterior. The anterior surface gives origin to the sternal head of the sternocleidomastoid and the pectoralis major. We have marked these two muscles. First one is the sternal head of the sternocleidomastoid and the pectoralis major. Now the posterior surface will give origin to the sternothyroid this is the sternothyroid and sternohyoid. Clear? So here we have muscle attachments. These are for the sternal head of sternocleidomastoids and pectoralis major, and on the posterior surface we have sternothyroid and sternohyoid. Now next we come to the body of the sternum. The body of the sternum is longer, narrower and thinner than as compared to the manubrium. It is widest in its lower part, जहाँ पे it will articulate with the fifth costal cartilage. It has two surfaces, anterior surface and posterior surface. Anterior surface is marked by ill-defined transverse ridges indicating the line of the fusion of small segments. These small segments are known as sternebrae. Now, coming to the posterior surface is slightly concave and sometimes only we can see these transverse lines. Now the lateral borders, these are the lateral border of the body of the sternum. The lateral border will form the synovial type of joint from the second costal cartilage. This is the second costal, third costal, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh costal cartilage, which will articulate with the body of the sternum forming synovial joints. The upper end forms the secondary cartilaginous joint with the sternum forming also at the sternal angle, and the lower end will form a primary cartilaginous joint with the xiphoid process. The anterior now the attachments of the body of the sternum. The anterior surface gives origin to the either side of the pectoralis muscle. I have marked with the chalk that the anterior surface on this side will give origin to the pectoralis muscle. Now जो posterior surface है उसका lower part of the posterior surface on either side will give origin to the sternocostalis muscle. आगे कौन सी थी? pectoralis major, और इधर posterior surface पे lower part पे sternocostalis muscle. This small part of the sternum, this is the xiphoid process. It is the smallest part of the sternum. पहले ये कार्टिलेजिनस होता है, बट इन एडल्ट्स इट ऑसिफाइज एट इट्स अपर एंड.